tekisoboka tekigenda okusoboka
jako kanze mbadde ndi mukwegolola maani simanyi ojja kulaga abantu but for real mwana wankola akantu
okubira otya omuntu saaweemu
but it was very urgent ebyadala kuweze wenakubiraani
namala nenkwata
that's after bwamala
okunkubira nti nayagala kisumuluzo but then nenkwata nenkugamba siza kina nakirekera oba Shafiiki kati ate gwe nera noddamu nonkubira kati nganze ngam that's why you called the sim teriiko.
Hey, do you know how many times do you know why I was calling you? Nice?
Sorry.
Weekend, wajifunamu?
Weekend. Don't even talk about the weekend. Tufudde ku fanero. In fact, Friday nyini. Twava wano. Tugenda eri. Tuvaayo. Etudde waka. Sisobola. Nedda.
Tata so sina.
Birere byagode. Eri gye twagenda eri. Inaria to do the other thing. The other content be good.
Is there any gig at around Morgan, I think after lunch?
Yeah,
after lunch. Oh, is there any nembuza dani? Is there any gig to?
Wala jeri. What we did.
Tutakoze we muri ebyokulya.
We had so much fun. Yeah, it was on Friday. Etuvaayo. Then I went home. Then we went somewhere with my friends.
With the other team or with your friends?
With my friends.
Yeah. Thought.
The night continued. We were at Silo even. Had so much fun. Kati ate ku Saturday. Barichi kid yabali ku Voltsi. Ku Voltsi. On Saturday.
Kino kyetuliko.
My weekend was so long.
Obumanyi eh?
It was so long.
There is this Luganda saying. Soka twanjulesha. Ongereyo ekyo bwaziti. Yoketu bagambe ebibadde what they really want to know. Welcome to the show. This is the Scene and Scene. Channel
Mama mzee bali mwasi.
Yakoza kabiri.
Hazi weekend ankosa mwaneno yabadanga mukaviri ka mikolo. Bana wadengenda kwanjula.
Bakuchala we don't know. But welcome back from the weekend.
Weekend was so fruitful, and we went. There were so many things that transpired over the weekend. How was yours?
The weekend was okay. It was really, really, really good. I have a lot to tell these people. I'm telling you that happened over the weekend. But to start with, waliwo na kagero k'Abaganda. Okutambula kulaba.
Okudda kunyumya.
Nasi buli nti kyolabye. Nokinyumya.
Walabye over the weekend.
It was not even me. So someone saw and came and told us. Few hours later, the person is on the knees pleading. I'm sorry. So chicken ngataga our blazer. Maza.
Oh my God.
The informer. Ready paper.
So that's fantastic.
So he goes to Rwanda. To perform nga omanyi ebintu byebagendako ate ngatandika kunoonya KFC weziri
otyo
ngatandika kubala KFC z'abasajja balinayo mmeka
yenga bwali chicken alowooza nkoko essaawa eyo
ojja kwetonda naye
sigenda kwetonda yabadde anoonya nkoko yabadde anoonya kimu
atandise kubala Range Rover z'abasajja eziri mu ggwanga.
Namuulidde agamba musimanya Range Rover simanya biki Rwanda simanya teyina Range Rover.
Okulaba Range Rover the entire day.
Otyo?
Kubanga kunoonya amazina. Kiwato kya mukadde naye.
Toyogera ku kiwato kya mukadde. Tulina omukadde wane n'anyenya amazina from Monday to Sunday. Oli.
Nze mbeera mukutula.
Ayina ekiwato kiringa sprint ali akyalade. Waliwo n'ono mu TikTok yagambye musiba mmwe. Asobola okubera step ebyo bigambo byo. So ngamba chicken otyo.
So chicken ajja yogerera Rwanda nga batali balina KFC ngera president wa Rwanda His Excellency Paul Kagame. If he wants to test chicken from KFC, how can I relate the distance? If the state house is in Entebbe like ours and the KFC branch is right now, ready to go. So if the president wants to eat some chicken, has to drive from Lugogo, from Entebbe.
Ngayamanyidde.
Man, why do you
Ngayamanyidde abantu.
Why do you underestimate a country?
Now, let me tell you something. He's not even the only one. Now, on a TikTok that was talking about Rwanda's the other ghetto side, like the slums, like any other country.
Every country has a ghetto.
Yes, not for Uganda. Twina Upper Kololo, Twina Nekatwe.
Twina Nelowa Kololo.
Twina, I'm talking about the slums, eh?
Uptown, downtown.
Yes, uptown, downtown. Kati wabanga wagenze. Okay, if Rwanda has the slums part, you could also talk about the clean cities. You could talk about the nice environment. You could talk about the green pastures.
But anyway, you
can even talk about
don't exaggerate things.
Yes, it was
like coming out to tell us about the KFC being one KFC. People are past Uganda is in
Twina KFC nyingi.
Like KFC. When you look at Rwanda's economy, they are based on tourism. Economy of family cook chicken, cook KFC mama.
I mean, then we also have a sector of tourism. We have many sectors. We have tourism, we have education, health, and
highlighting. Anyway. Obasimanyi we are determining the kurinya marketing, but I will tell you that there are some countries that are past some things. But to know Rwanda,
Rwanda is past chicken.
Past chicken.
What fast foods do they have in Rwanda?
As them buying into every facility, they surviving. So.
Ndeka.
Sausage. And then waste.
Yes, what was sausage?
So when you look at Rwanda's structure, just look at the streets of Rwanda. They are uncomparable. When you look at actually Rwanda is one of the countries that are banning sports betting. So you don't find any sports betting.
Na Rwanda ina mateka teka sagala kunaye
Rwanda yago achabaita abalokole.
Teri balokole.
They don't want that.
Teriba. Yeah.
So every country has its own structure. Waliwo so wano wetuba tusinga kuba na boda mu Uganda. No one comes out to talk about it. Because sikulimba jamu akwata. Oba bitala bikwata. By the time they release them to go, so at the end of the day, let's try to respect international relations.
Of that reckless driving, I don't think you can find it in Rwanda.
So let's try to respect these people and to keep international relations, because in Chile over times, not to mention, talked about Kenya. And people came out, Bessie and some other people knelt down to ask for forgiveness.
What is serious?
Yes. Kenya over someone's statement. So as him,
people speak things over. Do they say it's their own opinion over the Nibagama Rwanda Njavu, Rwanda Taina Chino, Rwanda Taina Chineno?
Generally, I would say that it was his opinion, but he brought his opinion at any 8 hour.
You could talk about the good things about it.
He did. He did. But attacking the presidential part of him leaving the other side to this side just for mere chicken, that was an insult. I'm telling you, you have to respect international relations. And I've heard that the president is banning him from his country. Chicken, if his apology is not accepted. Yeah, he's kneeling down, he's apologizing, but if he's not accepted, no more Rwanda.
Tumuyambeko tu apologizing banaye batusonyiwe ddala twabaddeyo.
So if he's let him battle his stuff in his own way. Still on the international news that we know about our locals, our brother Dennis Indugwa.
Omuntu yakola Abaganda.
Wetonde toyogedde. Kimenye wetoyogedde.
Bansonyiwe.
Bani?
Obuganda.
N'Abaganda.
Anyway, not generally. Baganda. Kale I shouldn't say Baganda. Naye omulenzi ye nga ye wabivuyo.
Musajja. Kimenye ona kyo kyoyogedde.
Musajja mukulu muzeeyi, musajja mukulu. Grenade, okay, we are talking about grenade official. Muntu wa mivuyo. Me, the moment I had, grenade official, before even reading the whole thing, I can't do it. Yabia mchala wa mchaina, ya just
grenade abakani.
ate kati waneno scandals yalimu ne gundi tezaali za mukazi
saakola birala nomusibyeko gw'abakazi tugende mu maaso
ate kati anyways he was obadde okyatuwa gundi
he was arrested on Saturday. He came out on the socials and batugamba he was arrested in China. So everybody was like bamukwatidde ki. As you know, Grenade abadde nnyo mu bintu bya scandals. Instance
ayina scandals nyingi.
One of the recent one the biggest gye yakola wano fighting with Rickman. Ku bbaala lukakuba omusajja amuyuza omumwa ate wuuyo abuuse.
Singa babawamu match. Babawa. Ani awangu?
Rickman Rick.
Taddamu kwepika ku bantu.
Kikyogezaako so. So we have seen him in a lot of scandal. Waliwo wano bamukwata yali awo ku kikomera ky'omukyalo omu the so called sugar mummy.
Ndowooza olaba ebintu bye byebyo obadde omuleresa wabwere
ngali mu kupleadinga. But here's also the good things that we are causing in the industry musically. Yakati first of all people thought it was a stunt. Then the bagamba Grenade bamukwatidde ki. So people started out formulating groups, WhatsApp groups, tugenda musondera sente tumujjayo
ate abannayuganda bajjudde obufere bayina supiidi nalabyawo nga agamba nti no people should stop using his name no one should send money so to anyone. Yes, they are scamming. They will look for any way of scamming people kubajjamu sente tukoze kawash Grenade tumujje mu komerekta. So people were like church again and maso ndio mnateka story oba yabye mchana wa mchina oba yabye iPhone ina sugar mami cha ya feze
ina sugar mami cha ya feze. So manager Joram the manager kuyagenda na to that side came out ku Sunday morning to clear off the air nabagamba nti him as Grenade they were taken by a certain promoter Gusajja Kogera Manya to carry out some business. So in the course of doing business he was not meant to perform at any stage in China because there is no visitors visa. That is no working permit in that area. So it's not like when Uganda will not say that amateka tegakola nnyo, but it's here when omuntu ajja for visitors visa no kakananga good business mu kibuga.
Abantu no batuletera ebizibu. So
the other side he was performing where he was not supposed to perform. So when he was asked are you here on the visitors visa or you in the work you have the work permit? Ngataina work permit. So noodles.
Isn't that the same thing that almost happened to those of Madrat and Chico? They had the same scenario.
So these countries are very sensitive when it comes to people who are foreigners in their country.
Yes.
Because to another record, he taken a certain lady. Muyimbi sagala biza nya babimanyi was caught with drugs bichi in a certain country we bamusibye but ne bamuta. So when they get into their country nga toina proper documentation to what you are doing.
And that's a problem with many Ugandans. Not even I should say not even Ugandans but most of the African countries. Bagena in those countries and then they overstayed there. They prolong their stays. Never again the visa you're visiting, you are working. Why would you work on a visiting visa?
Can't we all always look for greener pastures? So when you get the opportunity,
you should get a visa that is compliable with what you're going to do, and so that's tolerate like bad records in your passport.
At times, mwana, katika nkubulira kineno, opportunity is okujja. You have gone as a visitor. No to carry muniga na kusomera mnagamba there is this and this you can do this and this.
You could
look at the process of
your visa.
Yes, you can look at the process of upgrading the visa and the time you have for the opportunity and you're like I will upgrade as I'm also working. So in the new course bakukwatidde bafiiriddwa ebintu bibiri ekitegeera opportunity ogifiiriddwa and even upgrading bayinza okuba tebakyasobola.
But again the same thing wabulidde ne kya Trump kyeyagambye
about
the countries banning the
countries with visas.
Yes.
So but the good thing is but the good news is today Grenade yavuddeyo. So he was released and we hope he comes back in the country, gives us his side of the story because
naye batulekera kati batufiiriza
ate batya
but in the 60 days yes no I'm talking anyway okay.
But the good thing is to me in my own perspective this is my own perspective the story Joram Jatuwadde sinagigula like mint grenade bamukute over that. Maybe it was some other thing, scandal, what, but it is my opinion. Sigamba nti so amevuyo nnyo, but as you know, aludde performing, maybe nga omanye ebintu ya vibe okuba yavuddeko na. Anyway, katumulinde, he comes back, he gives us the real story. So obadde tatugamba Trump.
Trump munange yatuwadde 60 days okwetereza with the documentations and the people that go into the states. Ne bakola overstays, they were prolonging their visits and all that. Were they over 32, 35, 36? 60 days. He gave 60 days, but he banned over 32, 36 countries to go to USA.
Ne Uganda ngamweri.
So, no, mulimu ne countries and mulimu Zambia, mulimu Ghana, mulimu
Nigeria,
mulimu Haiti, they're even having a war. But anyways, what does this really mean? Following up on many Ugandans bagenda and they deport them and then they bawalira n'okuba deporting.
How?
They don't
osobola okugana deportation.
Nedda bagala byamaanyi. Bagala byamaanyi in that singa me I think ntino singa gundi yeggwako and you can renew. You can always renew. But anyways,
economic wise natokola. But it is I heard that it is very, very, very difficult to visa ya America.
It is very difficult, let me tell you. It is very difficult, and oba kisinzira kivira na kwoyo muntu yennyini na ku interviewing. Chaba ku muntu yemenye shabiko bo mulabikidde binagamba. And the worst case scenario is that tebakuddeza na sente. If wobanga visa bagikumye tebakuddeza sente.
So if you pay for a visa like tukambe 1M, kale kitone nyo pye chenana kakadda. So if you pay and you have not got the visa, they don't refund your money.
Yes. Tebakuze refunding.
So when I look at USA, they're banning the issue of giving out visas to certain countries. Economically, never there for now.
Yeah.
So it's going to lose money over this, banning these countries. Where is the problem in the documentation they're talking about?
But anyways, I think since Trump the way he put those 32 laws Zayagala like to compile with. But then nebazitwala in the Congress and some of them were not
because USA it's not governed by one person.
Yeah, it has its
different
Congress,
states that the states sit down they come to a conclusion of a certain matter.
So it is still in that gondi. So katiera in those 60 days webana abachikiriza ne bachibayinga kati ogenda kulabira pate ntite tugenda
but currently no one is allowed to get a visa.
Yes. You cannot get a US.
So it will depend on their decision.
But when Arabia abantu baganye mugundi, there are many African countries, but South Africa tell him.
And when you look at South Africa in a win. When you look at South Africa is one of the gifted countries, or say the first class country.
But we also have nice things here.
Like Uganda, that is the entire East Africa.
We are the pearl of Africa.
It is the pearl of Africa.
Yes.
So when you talk about South Africa is another first class country.
Okay.
When you look at it, back then there was no history. The way South Africa was colonized, the whites and the Africans. So, but the Dutch that were in South Africa, they made a lot of there is a lot of civilization. Jebakola South Africa. There is that setting Jebajitekamu.
No wonder tell him South Africa mkobi wachi. Sina wana woka.
In these other countries.
Yes. Chiba kizibu yinzo musanga naye chiba kizibu nnyo.
Strategically abantu bali planned. Ostegera omwana ne waba yakazalibwa bwati abira planned. Those people are always on salary. Even a kid is on salary.
We also pick a leave from there.
But
let me tell you, this despite the fact that South Africa is a good country and all that in Africa, but there are many cases of rape in South Africa. I don't even know why. Kubanga, when you look at social media, you know there are many people that come out and say, no, rape was this, and then you go under the comment section, you see, there are many people facing the same challenges, and it's either one of the relatives or a person in a community. Waliwo n'ekintu ekipya era again on the social media ekintu ekipya kya boyfriends killing their girlfriends.
Still in South Africa.
Still in South Africa.
But I was saying about every African country, every African country in ekintu kyesingako ku balala. Bw'osanga nti waliwo ekyokuja government in corruption. Enotoleeta. At high rates of HIV you know, when it comes to drugs and alcohol, but the thing of defilement and rape in South Africa, it is very rampant, and actually violation of ladies sexually is very rampant in South Africa.
Oh my God.
Wanji, so talking again South Africa.
Nenda sijja kugenda wali ebikazi era oyagala.
Wali say
nira biteno kugamba. Walaba ku baana bafaniro.
Empoza bade tonajimpa, tubade tugenda jingira soko oli meko.
Wallahi.
So
nagala okukwatira ka video nti nkulage gambe.
So looking at South Africa, kubanga category countries of urbanism, it is another first class country when you look at it. But I would advise to those people who are America and there are some free visa countries here. Just want to gain. In Sudan.
Agenda Sudan yokoleyo kikati ogenda kufuna yoki.
Agenda Philippines.
Okole yoki oyige yoki. Ogenda nabo bali mu.
Buzanyo wetula ku TV gandi active.
Oli gwalera be mu omudugavu no. Mwobo buzanyo pozi nga bagenda kubakopaga n'enviri banazikyusa batya. Kati gwe bagenda kutwala mu Philippines oyagala genda Philippines okuba ekyeyo. Bagenda kukyusa batya.
Badenga beko munyagala genda mu America. Why are you attacking me?
Bagenda kukyusa batya. Okimanyi kati gwe ne bakuteeka ku mpisa z'okweruka okukyuka kala. Oyinza okutwala emyaka nga 8 nga bakutaddemu obuwumbi no.
Shongenda ajje kulekera.
Bayinza okuteekamu obuwumbi n'obuwumbi okukyuka okumyunguka bwoti. Tomanyi beeyi omuzigo gwe zuliko.
Omaze.
But anyways.
Maze.
Tugenda Philippines, tugenda kuba.
Tonneyogerezaako. Genda yoika. So you're telling me still over the weekend you were down.
Fanero. Nayagala okukwatira video nali awo nkwata gundi zange enda mu mwana.
Linda ko.
Atwatandika. Kati munnaye ndaba ekyana kimpitako kiki ne ngamba bannange defika mukwatire ka video.
Yakekwatira.
Ate nakakwata byanvaamu mu mutwe na.
Kitani yali akukemi.
Kyali kika. But anyways, it was good. It was good. People pray. Omanyiza nali mbadde naludde since when did I last go to church?
2002. You told me 2002.
Nali sinaba nakuzaalibwa.
Ngeme 2002. 2022.
Gwe.
Nali wa 1996. Kale, gene mbaso. Tukule yali kufanira.
Nine emyaka emeka.
Don't say this.
Let me tell you, but me I enjoyed. I tell these people not only pray, wabera yebyokuzina, wabera yabantu banda yabana basaba. Omwana azigenda nasaba mu nnimi ngalu 10. Nentya. Yes, the prayer warriors, but it's a good thing to know you. Bagama when you praise away in tongues and standing abatabiwulira bigenda straight to akatonda.
So you pray in which language?
I pray.
So are there miracles happening or it was just...
There were miracles happened. Nzembade manyi bidine bintu bya miracles happening. Bulijjo ndowooza mbiraba ku TV propaganda just abantu babeera ku mafero gaabwe babeera bafira bantu.
You were the only female disciple we have. What happened?
Apostle of Grace Lubega. Namulaba kugondi nga omukazi yajja bambi nga like she cannot bend.
Bend over, girl, nawe kati mukadi yali agala bend.
Omukyala yajja bambye nga omugongo we tegukyasobola kubendinga bwati. Kati munnaye Apostle Grace Lubega namusabira omukazi nakola ati nenyamba banange You know me, I had taken long.
So kitegeeza kati otwavuddeyo nga jjajja asobola ozina bend down, pause.
Naye weyeetaaga eniwa naye weyeegatako ku eniwa.
Kikyogezaako ku muliro okuma gwaki. Muze mwagala muttira bya ddala. Mutandise omuseetinga.
Tetugenda museetinga, but anyways. Apart from even Fanero, a lot happened.
Maybe I go personally because we're going not to me.
They're having an anniversary in August, so I think together with now. You eat with your eyes.
Yeah, the last person I dated was a Morocco.
Oh, sure.
Morning glory. Evening glory at a jail Bible.
Adam Bible study. Omugamba koloti yakugamba tukole tuti.
Koloti kabalage ko.
Nedda nze ngambye omugamba tukole tuti. Yate yakugamba tusabe yakulira Bible study. Simayo yo gwe wanyumiza.
Offset.
Did you see the budget?
The budget they read. Yeah, been to be a budget on abantu bacha. Literally, I got to know about the budget over the weekend. Gone are the days back then when they talk about the budget that people even never used to go to.
Nga naffe we tubeera ku ssomero nga tubeera boarding nga matu gabeera bwe bati amaaso tuteekako TV tulabe and all that. Yes. But these days,
you ask even a kid what does a national budget mean?
You know how much was the battle
apart from the
colleagues?
Money will come.
It arrived.
Really, I think I don't know where the spirit of the budget we had back then. Until abantu batekangako radio, abantu batekangako TV.
Just to hear what the president is going to say.
President, yes,
sorry. Oh no, mwami ante gundi yembadde.
Matia. Aside.
Colleagues.
Money will come.
Yes.
But the budget ngagenda kubitegeera. People no longer want to know, by the way.
Yes.
It reached the point into yomafa kuchayingiza in his pocket. So what the rest of why the country is making how much, why it is making how much, people they're frustrated by the bad roads, teri dagala malwaliro ate kati mugamba ulirize budget. So at the end of the day
ate kati bajja kuteekawo budget ya sukali nti ebintu biri bwe biti sukali wabeeye no nga tugenda beera wabeewa bigula byonna ebiri katale abistocking atandika okugamba nti ye sukali amuteke ku bbeeyi eyiye. So
they should revise the way they are reading the budget. I don't know why the Gen Zs are not adopting that. I don't want to know. Budget,
but it's good information. It's good information that needs to be heard.
No, just I think people need to be sensitized why they should be eager to listen, not to know why the budget is read.
Exactly.
Other than coming to get some budget and the person will be like, where am I benefiting from? Let me go and work, I earn my salary, I go home and
I go home.
At the end of the day, I am people again. So the budget.
Kasita batuzimbira amalwaliro batuzimbira gundi batukolera ki
ngani. But that's not out of the budget. It is his budget. It is his money.
But again, yenga MP sigamba nti no oyina era kukolera ku sente za government
zokka. He is not even an MP. He was pulled out of parliament.
Agenda kuddayo nalukola.
But congratulations to the people of Kawempe North to achieve this is now a second hospital being offered to them by a person gwe balonda itupa kwali yali asooka segirinya aba ambulance n'abawa n'eddwaliro. So this
eddwaliro balita bata KCL
ya kizungu
KCL.
So yesterday it was its launch. Bagenzi bali launching. I saw even Bobby Wine, the principal was there. Was one of actually the chief guests there. Opening. But my question is, we have seen that the people of Kawempe have been given the hospitals, but I think they should give them other things also. But work with Masomero.
Yes, because if all their leaders are coming out and to
support the health, see wabi, because people produce, people get sick. Yeah, we see people can do without school.
Singa wabayo MP omwavayo nagamba kanzimbe some international school ya Kawempe.
kuzize
naye international school eyinza okukola ekawempe oba kale n'akolayo essomero eddungi n'alikola ekawempe. Yes. International school kati oyinza ojjukola onoonya abagigendamu nga tegiraba
teringa ate Kawempe South kubanga Kawempe South nyempulira nti bwe balonda tewaddamu mulaba. I'm telling you, so for the people of Kawempe North, I would say they are blessed.
Yeah.
Nti bafunye abantu ababakolera and they are not disappointed. And to the other leaders abali mu kujja, let's do things that will keep legacy of you. Even though now Segrinya is no more, but everybody is going to be standing.
Yes.
The ambulance is going to be standing. Even though Tukera Kuma channel and has not passed through, still everybody just sigala
to keep up the legacy.
People, to keep up the legacy. Let's these people, as we are going for the general elections, we are going to live to add an impact on the person who is giving you the vote.
But it's not only in the health sector or the politics and all. Most of the sectors, people should leave a legacy, even in the entertainment.
Even in the president's seat, they should.
Let me tell you, people should leave a legacy. Like, when you look at these artists, our man, when you look at Bobby Wine, when you look at Bebe Cool, when you look at Chameleon, they have a legacy that they have put. But recently, was it on the weekend? I saw some people, was it on Omuyimbi wa TikTok? Uncle Chumi.
Yeah, talk about that.
Against on a show she's performing.
Performance that side of Usia.
Yes, atandise kuvuma DJ. Atandise going into wrangles with DJ. Do you know that people will make concerts, people will make nights, will host nights in bars, but not everyone comes for the artists. Omuntu omajja kujanga inayo chaliwe the MC agenda ku supporting a MC agenda kujja ku supporting a DJ yes nganawo muyimbi nawe joli. So you go and disrespect these people, but they are actually contributing to what you are doing. They are contributing to your audience. So I don't think that would be a good legacy. I don't think that would be a good thing. I don't think even that could make up something. It is more like a legacy.
And she's not the only person I've seen disrespecting our DJs. Yeah, there is an artist, Sagala Mumenyari Nyakwachari Wange. There's a certain twali okukivulu kya Galaxy, the Zina Carnival. He disrespected the DJ on stage. In anger.
Moreover, on a carnival.
On a carnival. So in anger, DJ Naja coach. Switched off the microphone.
Yes.
Let's try to respect each one's job.
Yes. Be cooperative.
What I like about some artists, Ntibatambula never DJ avoid some things or wrangles like that. Intogena kujango ma intogena kube nyimba 10. Betu kubaluno, to them tukubaluno. But you come on stage, DJ go sanze otomuwadde kyoyagala tomuwadde line up you oshitegera kati the easiest way this DJ can get to know you to play your music is sampling oshitegera na sampling aboka pickinga oba nomugamba let us rewind to kubemukano then can to
if when you look at another artists nabera ba DJ olusiba akube nyimba amugamba kube luyimba bweruti ye nalukuba bulala oba namugamba teka ku pitch bweti ye nateeka ku ndala.
By the end of the day
you understand,
you will not blame the
kati
DJ.
Nabone, but I think it just needs teamwork nga honalaba ntino people in other sectors, when let's say in a health or carrying out an operation, people are teamwork. So it has to be the same way.
Okay, by I would say that but artists by to be high and they look at the DJs as people who are low. But I'm telling you, these are the people that play your music in the bars. These are the people that sell you out. Artist disrespecting a producer. These are the people who talk about you. These are the people who play your music on these stations. And people will not know the song. So let us actually sector all the music industry. Contributing. From the manager, from the writer, the producer, the DJ, the artist, yourself, the fan. Even you have to respect your fan. Instead of kuba samba, kuba vuma, or stegera. So echintu Uncle Chumi yakoze, and I've seen him actually, but then violent. But I don't think that is the path to kubanga engeri gye bamugambye it was embarrassing.
Bamwogera nako nnyo avuma abantu sebo.
Koli yamuggyako MC yagye n'amuggyako microphone n'amugamba your performance is done, you can go away. Like, at the end of the day, what image are you abantu abagenda okubuukinga? You're killing your own market. So let's try to respect one another. Respecting presenters, let us respect the artists. Let the artists represent the presenters, respect the presenters, the DJs, the managers, TV stations.
Nanga abayimbi tubavuddeko. Nakulaba gye wali.
Weekend yebadde masavu omanya. Twabadde ku banana. Actually from Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so the entire weekend was covered.
Naye nakulaba. Tukivaako ekyo nakulaba.
TT Drugs and Gift.
Niwona ayogera bingi.
Waliyo emmotoka kimuliro kibugeza kukuma.
Nze nakulaba.
Waliyo emmotoka z'empaka, waliyo piki z'empaka. So we saw the Subaru people showcasing.
Tubalabira wani. Naye nga we badde eri.
Yogere.
Kiba kiralamuko. Sirise munaye. Batusonyiwe.
Yogere wanda.
Entondo zaki.
Nemedde konti wanda.
Nsirise.
Let me continue, but it was really fun. I think the fun was carried from Kampala to Jinja because back was in the jam. These people of the Subaru people, the Subaru families. There is a time we had to say that can you meet there? Okumo omuliro like ka fireplace, batadoka fireplace katinga bagala kakuma. Mwana Subaru yazevuzi natekako butesekizo sinari nyam. My Jesus.
Nekugenda kakaliro
nekaka. It was really fun. For whoever missed this, you shouldn't miss the other edition because it will be coming and coming. But my question is, and I really want to caution people who go in these, mostly abavubuka, abatambula kuzino trips. There is this habit where you are given safety gears. When I talk about the safety gears, Muzimani over. When we talk about the safety gears, I mean condoms. I don't say catch. So there is a group. They had these safety gears, the so-called, not the so-called, but the condoms. Okay, the CDs, let me use the word CDs. These people opened the CDs and they started blowing them.
Why?
So they made balloons out of the CDs.
Are you for real?
My Jesus. The essence of being given these CDs, of carrying these CDs, is to protect your life because anything can happen. So these people decided to prioritize the balloons over the STDs. Nibazipika, nibazitimba munda muli gwe.
Ate nawe olabika abaddeko.
Would I be talking about it? No, but it is really, really bad to prioritize a balloon over your life. Because very many of them, what I know, you contracted very many diseases.
So, Zabade used it.
Ain't you?
Is the Zabako, this is about
what? I told him to become a mukato, so Jambala.
Namba. Zabade already used the Zabako.
No, they were new.
Oh.
Like they get a new packet, they open it, never pick a more muka, never call a muzi balloon is at the end of the day, they get excited about vehicle and they want to intimate. After intimating. So just take question. This is reality. This is reality. Kuba ngogenda kuba abana banje abana bavudde ku campus so mwana avudde waka and the end of the day we are going to contract a disease because this is vibe. Nze nakirabyeko. I observed it and it was on eye. Nemulaba nti yoli abadde ajipiseemu omu. Yajipiseemu omuka.
Witness.
Yali wana ali mu kasodokiyo.
Thank you guys for watching our show. This has been a sin and sin.
But take caution of your life. Every time you're going out to enjoy, use the protective gears because we still need you. At the end of the day, sin and sin. Till we meet next time, we wish you the best. But before I forget, I really want to wish a happy birthday to my brother Viper Rankings today.
And again, before we even forget, on the 27th of this very month, 27th of this very month, we're having our very own, our international branding artist, Elijah Chitaka, and he's going to be at the Uma grounds. Do not forget to buy the tickets. Do not forget to come to one night. It's going to be Friday. It's going to be nice.
Alibadi at Zikepa now, but an ordinary ticket will be at 75, and the VIP it will be at 100. So you should grab your own ticket today, so that you don't miss the Elijah Chitaka. One night with him.
One night with the man himself, Elijah Chitaka.
I forget. Dr. Jan Muchivi.
It's her birthday too.
It's her birthday too.
Happy
Really wish her.
birthday. Mchala gundi, olaba ne gundi teyali.
Mchala
Bye bye.
Till we meet. Devi is my name. You can follow us on every social media platform.
Rima.